Dear Adiba, please explain the chapter to me which you have just read yesterday. Which you have read yesterday.
My name is and I am from class 8. Dear sir, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak on my chapter. My chapter is 12, The Kite Maker. He was once a kite maker whose name is Mahmood. He enjoyed his early years
His
a
name
lot.
was.
He was enjoyed his early years a lot,
He
but
used to enjoy.
he used to, he used to enjoy his early years a lot, but his futures could not support him. One day, his grandson was flying kite, and
Loudly.
his kite was stuck in an banyan tree,
In the banyan.
in the banyan tree, and then he came to his grandfather and said, "Grandfather, who was in his daydreaming." Then he woke up and said, "What happened to you, my grandson Ali?" His grandson name is Ali.
His
Then
name was.
whose name was Ali. Then Ali said, "Grandfather, my kite has stuck in the
Had stuck.
banyan tree. Has stuck in
Had.
the had stuck in the
Hmm.
banyan tree. I want you to please make a new kite for me." Then the grandfather said, "Beta, my dear Ali, I think you have to know that how to fly kite. After all, the kite flying is an art." Then he made a beautiful new kite for his grandson thin silk and with thin silk and wood. Then then the grandson went away from his to fly his kite, and he said to his grandfather that I will not let it fly or stuck in a tree in the tree anywhere. I will not let it to tear. Then the grandfather started his daydreaming again, but in his daydreaming he remembered his past in which he was a very great kite maker. He made he made kites for his he made kites for Nawabs
Who used to.
who used to give him money, and that was sufficient for him to earn
Which was.
which was sufficient for him to to process his life
To live his life.
to live his life. But sometime but
Some days later. Hmm.
but after some time the Nawab died, and there was no one too much rich to get kites from him and give him
Who could?
sufficient
Who
money
could?
to
Who could?
could could give him sufficient
Mm-hmm.
money to live his life. Then after some time, Mah- uh, Mah- Mahmood Mahmood got Mahmood got sick. Some
Felt sick.
felt sick. Mahmood fell sick. Some relatives and friends came that time to meet him, but after some time, no one came to meet him. He felt very alone. Only he had his grandson to be with him. In these thoughts, he remembered he made a beautiful kite that was
Which was.
which was like a dragon, and he named it Dragon Kite. Whole village was whole village came to see that kite flying in the sky that was so beautiful, but then it teared, but in the thought he died. In the thought of his he was very old and near to the death, and he was thoughting his
Thoughting.
past.
He was thinking.
He was thinking his past and died. His grandson dead him. His grandson saw him dead. Thank you. This story is
Very nice. Very good. Wonderful. Great. Thanks.